What's up, comic book fans? This is Mark, and this is another Comic Crazy review for the third week of April of 2010. I got a ton of comics to talk about, so let's begin with no delays with, the free issue that I got this week. If you go to any comic book store for this week, you probably saw this or got this. This is the preview for Amazing Spider-Man Grim Hunt, which is a new storyline. I'm not going to give this an actual review. I'm just going to say, I don't know about this series. It could be good. The Gauntlet was hit or miss. This one may be treading water for me. I still got to get a little more detail. But if you're a fan of Craven, there's awesome bio on this. So if you did go to a comic book store, or you're going to, make sure you get one of these. I mean, it was free. So let's get to the comics that I actually bought this week. Let's start off with Deadpool Team Up number 894. Now, there hasn't been 894 of these. They're going by 900 and down from Deadpool 900. I haven't talked about this series at all, and to a lot of hardcore Deadpool fans, like let's say Nate from Deadpool and Friends, as well as Tala Silver, they have said that this comic, this title, has been the best one coming out of all the 4 ongoings and all the guest appearances and what have you. And I gotta say, I gotta agree, this is pretty good. They do use Deadpool in a good way, seeing that most of these are all one-shots, just using Deadpool teaming up or going against someone from the Marvel Universe. And in this comic, he actually goes against Frankencastle. If you don't know, the Punisher died and got cut up in many pieces and turned into a Frankenstein monster when he got put back together. So yeah, all in all, this is a fun read. It is a little wordy, but other than that, I did like it. I have to give this a 7.5 out of 10. Pick this up. This is a very good read. I don't know if it's the strongest one so far, but I did like it. Now let's get on to another Marvel, which is Hulked Up Heroes, number 1 of 2. If you haven't read The Fall of Hulks, inside there, some heroes turn into the Hulk. Well, they have Hulk features. They talk like the Hulk. They have big muscles and what have you. And because of that, they're doing this little miniseries. This one focuses on Deadpool because he's one of the heroes. Out of most of the comics that have had Deadpool in it, I haven't laughed as hard as I did with this one. I don't know why, but Deadpool as the Hulk was hilarious. And add that to a pirate ship, makes it even funnier. For some reason, I couldn't get enough of this. You should get this. No doubt in my mind. I have to give this an 8 out of 10. I would give it a little higher, but once again, you may be a little lost if you haven't read Fall of the Hulks, which isn't that good. But all in all, it's a very good read. Must buy. Just because it's funny as hell. Now let's get on to some DC. Let's go into Brightest Day, the 0 issue. All 0 issues are supposed to do is give you an outline of what's to come in the upcoming series or event, which is Brightest Day. Now, Blackest Night, issue 0, was phenomenal, but it was free, so it made it a lot better. This one, of course, is a lot thicker, and it gives you a lot more story, seeing that it has to deal with all the heroes and villains that came back from the dead after Blackest Night. This was great. There's the only couple gripes I have with this are that the art changes somewhat, but other than that, this was great. There's so many good parts in here, especially with Deadman in the beginning. Phenomenal. It touched me somewhat. What happens in the beginning. I'm not going to spoil anything, but the interactions with all the characters have been great in this, and I can't wait for Brightest Day to start, which happens to be the first week of May. Now, a little side note, I know that Blue Goblin said that he didn't get what happened with Maxwell Lord. Well, I didn't either, but I think they're going to address that in upcoming issues, seeing that this is a 0 issue. So I have to give this a 9 out of 10. I can't wait for Brightest Day to start. Now let's get to the comic of the week. Now you can probably see from my hand that I got a Flash ring. I got that for free when I bought this comic. This, of course, is the first tie-in to Brightest Day, but inside the story technically isn't. This is also the first issue out of the new run of Flash dealing with Barry Allen. It was done phenomenally. I felt like this was a movie somewhat. The ending was a little lackluster, but it made up with the preview of what's to come for The Flash, which is the storyline Flashpoint. The art is very cartoony. If you bought Amazing Spider-Man 625 with the Rhino, or 617, that's the kind of art that you get with this. Somewhat cartoony, but I mean, it's very, very good, especially in the beginning with the whole car chase and what have you. Feels like an epic comic book movie, and I enjoyed it immensely. On top of that, with the ring, this is no doubt the comic of the week. I have to give this a 9.5 out of 10. I can't wait for this. Jeff Johns is amazing. So those are all the comics for this week. I have written reviews of the new Batman, the new Booster Golden's Secret Six as well, on the website comiccrazyreviews.website.com. Check it out because you can see those reviews as well as Blue Gom's written reviews, his videos, and Boxing Type X's toy reviews, and an upcoming podcast, Power Run podcast, dealing with Blackest Night. Some spoilers in there, so check that out when that comes out later on this week. So until next time, guys, peace out, and keep reading those comics. Peace. Well, he doesn't point as he just shoots them. Whatever.